Like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
That's what I do.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Bridgewater to throw it. And his throw is incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. To throw is Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On the return, it's James. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
21. Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh, he just snuck out there, and he just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 49-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the 21.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Kill.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here we go. 180. 65.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Here we go. 180. 12, fellas. Here we go. It's just me and you.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is caught inside the 5. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 43 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, 79 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Demario Davis there on the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo now. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
These two teams all tied after one. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out.
Here we go. 180.
Check 56. You can't block me. You can't block me.
White.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. I got him.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as it.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
And we see another pitch and catch. This all there. You feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Saints have taken the lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating when we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement.
Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Von Bell. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Throwing is Bridgewater. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Bridgewater. Caught on the left side by Ginn. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing, Bridgewater. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Thomas, the intended target. Well, Charles, as we peek back to week 1, what would you say were the positives for some teams or individuals that you took away?
Well, it started on opening night. Green Bay and their defense, not necessarily Aaron Rodgers and what they did going into Chicago and winning. Kansas City, they picked right up where they left off with Patrick Mahomes. Explosive on offense. How about Baltimore and Lamar Jackson? He's not just a single-wing tailback, folks. He's a quarterback. And Tennessee, going into Cleveland, Marcus Mariota, Derrick Henry put up 43 points on the Browns.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Set.
There's Garoppolo to throw. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
Here we go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get the field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Bridgewater on first down. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe...
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Final play of the half, Bridgewater. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Rip left.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. He gets nothing on back-to-back runs, so now you're dealing with a 3rd and 10 and probably a passing play.
I would agree with that, and I would highly suggest to the play caller, check a different part of that section on your play sheet because his first 2 runs didn't help you at all. Find someone else who can touch the ball and maybe move it downfield.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And he finds Cook. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Looking long, and that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Again, it's Kamara. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
So we get a traffic there, and that's complete. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Bridgewater. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Bridgewater. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Toss play, Kamara. He spins free. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he's taken down inside the 30. Garoppolo now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now Garoppolo. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Come on, now. Come on, now. 21. Here we go.
Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. 10 yards on the touchdown pass as his guys are back within a single score. Gold with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
49ers 14.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Bridgewater now. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
I'm coming after you.
Bridgewater here to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
And Gaines got it. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2 yards on the pickup.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Check 56.
Bridgewater. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. And he's taken down here by the Saints. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
Here we go, here we go.
Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but yeah, you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Saints are